Hello, YouTube family. It's going to be one of those reports. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. And it's nothing but tragic stories that just make you shake your head. We're going to start off with a hug. And I guarantee you, we're going to have to do another hug after we finish hearing everything that's going on. Food Network star Anne Burrell has died. She was the one known for the spiky hair, and she hosted the show Worst Cooks in America. She was 55 years old, leaves behind a husband, 4 children. She was real popular. Food Network star. She was 55 years old. She was found unresponsive in her Brooklyn home. Tyler Perry is being sued. A white male actor who had roles on The Oval, Ruthless, is suing Tyler Perry and Tyler Perry Studios for $260 million. The actor is claiming that he has been sexually harassed by Tyler since 2019. He said he would stay at his home on and off throughout the years. He was afraid of losing his job. That's why he never said anything, because he wanted to continue to work for Tyler Perry Studios. Tyler Perry's reps, they say this is nothing more than a shakedown. They revealed the text the two men had sent to each other, and the ones from, allegedly, from Tyler Perry were sexual in nature. And the man is claiming that Tyler wanted someone loyal and dependent on him. We'll have to see how this plays out, but $260 million. Since 2019, you've just been going back, sleeping over, getting drunk, just. And I don't say that to say that you can't believe a victim, but it just makes you wonder. And we live in a day and age, we live in a day and age where you can't trust a whole lot of people. R. Kelly ODing and being hospitalized. What is going on in this North Carolina prison? R. Kelly has been saying for the past few weeks that his life is in danger, and apparently they over-medicated him. R. Kelly is in a North Carolina prison. He's in solitary confinement. He had to be transferred to Duke University Hospital, where he stayed for 2 days. R. Kelly says he is suffering from blood clots in his legs and his lungs, and he needs blood thinners, which they won't give him. He says it's cold in prison, and he's been saying for weeks that gangs want to murder him and that there are plots to murder him. R. Kelly was sentenced back in 2021, 3-decade prison sentence for racketeering and sex trafficking. Now, R. Kelly has said if he could just be released to home confinement, that's where he went wrong. Cal's, they're not letting you out. They're not letting you go home to home confinement. Asked to be transferred to another prison. R. Kelly needs to be transferred to another facility immediately. Prison is meant for reform, not punishment. No matter how you may feel about R. Kelly, something is happening in that prison, and a staff worker was overheard saying, boy, when this gets lets out, it's going to open up a can of worms. It certainly is, because how does the damn staff over-medicate him to the point where he's ODing? What's going on in that North Carolina prison? There should definitely be an investigation. And if something is, move him to another prison, y'all. Move him to another prison. It's a sad story that this has turned out to be like this, but he's not getting out. The judge thinks he's, trying to gaslight them. But something is wrong for staff to over-medicate him. Something is wrong if you're not listening to what he fears is his life. Something is going on in that prison and somebody needs to investigate it. Prison is for reform, not punishment. And I'm going to tell you something. All hell is going to break loose if that man dies in prison. Brashier Gray, Yaz on Empire. Empire, at least the first season, was an incredible show. He was a bright spot, and his career was just amazing. When he played Michael Bivins in New Edition and then other roles that he had, what happened to Brashier Gray? What went so terribly wrong that we're at where we're at? He was recently arrested on assault and battery in Chesapeake Bay, Virginia. The 31-year-old actor, they say, was fighting with an associate. His career has been on the downslide for a minute. Many say, oh, he's not taking his meds because he was married at one point and had a lot of incidents there. Lately, he's been making his money from OnlyFans, doing gay porn. And for somehow, these videos have been leaked out. And if you saw them, you would be absolutely shocked at what's going on. Who let him down? Where did it go wrong? Why did he stop taking his meds? He needs help. And I think all of these incidents are a cry for help. Could someone help him? Reach out, get him the mental help that he needs. He desperately needs. He doesn't need to be in jail. Something is wrong mentally, and his behavior shows it. And all those guys on Empire, he had the most promising career. I remember meeting him when the show first came out, and so promising. And he's from Philadelphia. What happened? What happened to Yaz that we're at this? And can the young man ever get help? Some of these stories today, I got to tell you, I'm just like, my gosh. I went to a movie screening of F1, the movie, the racing car drama, with Brad Pitt, who looks great at 61, Damson Idris, Javier Bardem. If you love racing cars and stuff like that, you're going to love this movie, which opens in theaters on the 27th. If you just want to look at fine men all day, you want to be at this F1, the movie. It's a racing car drama. Chrisette Michele has admitted to being autistic. She's had a rough time over the past few years. She was canceled back in 2016 for performing for Trump's inauguration. I think she did it for money because she was in desperate need of money. See, sometimes when people take these questionable gigs, don't make up excuses, I want to save the world. Say, I'm broke, I need the money. People appreciate the honesty more than anything. I interviewed Chrisette when she first came out, and the interview was disastrous, and I said, I never want to interview this woman again. And it took me a while to realize that a lot of people are not used to being interviewed and pushing their career. I've met up with her several times since then, and things have gotten a lot better. And the last time we both performed at an event together, I did the announcing, she did the singing at a wedding. A couple of forevers, Is This Love? She had some hits. And she was never forgiven for performing at the Trump inauguration. She recently admitted she was autistic. And I said, you know what? That was probably the problem all along when I couldn't quite understand her at that point. But she admitted it. She had a failed marriage. She lost a child. I mean, she has been through a lot. Chrisette can sing. Beautiful voice. And I hope that things get better for her. Because she does have a beautiful voice, but now we kind of understand. At least I do, from my perspective, for knowing her for many years, that she is suffering from autism that was undiagnosed. Is Beyonce ready to tell all? I don't think so. She's 43. She's too young. I'm sure that one day she'll tell all, but will she really tell all? Are we really going to find out what happened in that damn elevator? It's too soon. The legendary Barbara Streisand, what was she, 81, when she wrote her biography? I don't think that she will, but they're saying that she's ready to tell all. Filming has started on Spider-Man in the UK. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out next year with Tom Holland and Diddy. They having problems with another juror. Now, they kicked one off for lying about where he lived. This one, apparently, the juror's been talking to a former colleague. They have too much freedom. Of course, they're going to talk. And I think some of them are on the juror just to write a book. Just to write a book. Just so they could say, I was on the juror and did. This trial is not going to end up the way people think it is. I think something funny going to happen, and it's going to have to be another trial. We want this trial to be over. Prosecution is scheduled to rest their case very soon, and are hoping to have everything maybe wrapped up by the 4th of July. But you know what? Every day it's something, and everyone was saying how the jurors, had to watch some freak-off tapes. And I know they were hella uncomfortable watching those tapes. What a day. Wait a minute. I got to go back to Damson Idris. Don't be surprised if he's in the new Black Panther. Everything's quiet. It's been quietly putting together. But when they revive Black Panther 3, we already got that Denzel's going to be in it in some kind of way. But don't be surprised if Damson Idris is in it. Not as the new T'Challa, the late Chadwick Boseman, but as his son. Because you remember at the end of Black Panther 2, there was this kid, there was this little boy. He's going to grow up. Well, that young boy, be Damson Idris. This F1, the movie, is really going to put him out there. We all love him in Showtime's Snowfall, FX Snowfall. But I think this movie right here, and you're going to see a lot of Damson Idris. And don't be surprised if they make an announcement that when they start putting together everything for Black Panther 3, that his name will be up, and in some way or form, it could be a flashback scene. Michael B. Jordan will be there as Killmonger. Soon, we're going to be hearing more about Black Panther 3. Leave a comment. I need another hug. Y'all know it's hard for me to talk about people that I love. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's hard. It is. It's hard for me. Y'all know I adore Tyler Perry. I love that man. Oh, gosh. I wish I had his phone number so I can call him. You got to be careful who you trust. You must be careful who you trust. Because you can't trust everybody. You can't. You can't leave it up to chance. And what is one of my favorite sayings, y'all? Don't give somebody a stick to beat you over the head with. Because guess what? They're going to beat you over the head with that same stick. Thanks for joining me. It's Curls and Scoop. I was serious the whole time. I couldn't even be silly today. Let's keep Brashier Gray in prayer. That young man needs help. R. Kelly, you may not like, I'm not condoning anything that he did. But what is happening in that North Carolina prison? And it needs to be investigated. Prison is for reform, a punishment. Leave a comment. I want to hear what you guys think. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Curls, it's Scoop. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.